We're going to talk specifically about our CAD cut sign vinyl that Stahls offers, and we call it CAD cut sign vinyl permanent PS pressure sensitive. It's sign vinyl. It's a 3 mil product. It is a 5-year product as well, so outdoor warranty for 5 years. And it's good for hard surfaces, flat surfaces, because this is a calendar vinyl. There's 2 types of vinyl out there, calendar and cast. Cast is the more expensive stuff, has a longer warranty. It's more for complex curves, and so you can actually heat it with a heat gun. But this is mostly for the most part, general curves and for flat, hard surfaces. If you have a vinyl cutter, then you're already in business. Beyond that, you're going to need maybe a weeder, just like you already have. You'll need a squeegee, just to apply the application tape, and the pre-mask that comes in different sizes. This is basically what we would call application tape or pre-mask tapes, sign vinyl tape, very light tack. Without further ado, let's move go to the cutter. We're going to go ahead and do a quick demo of cutting the vinyl. I will say about the particular material that we have here, the CAD cut sign vinyl, comes in a 24-inch wide roll and over 30 colors. So you've got plenty of options there. Just like in heat transfer vinyl, when you're peeling this, you're going to want to, and I use a detailed logo. I should have cut from the other side, but weeded from the other side, because you always want to weed into those open cavities, but we'll work around this for now since I already started this side. And you want to pull it more horizontal than straight up, so you don't run the risk of lifting something up. And a little bit of a wiggle all the way too. That works in both cases for heat transfer vinyl as well as sign vinyl. Already cut. This is my point of purchase sign. We're going to use a pre-mask. Pre-mask, I have one already pre-cut here. Pre-mask comes in different sizes. We've got available one about like this, and then there's a 24-inch, which I've used a little bit. And there are a lot of different options out there as far as what we carry, just a smaller, narrow, like the 3 or 4 inch roll, and then the larger one. So now I'm just going to lay this on top, get it as centered, line up those 2 sets of lines, the center lines and center line. That was measured off of a square edge, so it should be pretty darn straight. And also keep in mind, if these are larger outdoor signs, you've got some forgiveness. If something's off just a little smidgen, you're not going to have an issue. Yes, you probably haven't heard smidgen for a while. And we'll go ahead and tape this on. We're taping it in the center for a reason, and I'll show you here. I'm going to go ahead and peel back. So what I'm trying to do is not have to deal with this whole thing and have it stick to itself, pretty much like my mask almost did. Peel this part back. This is called the Hinge Method. Again, typically on larger designs, but it's a little easier for me to show you this way. And then we just tear the paper halfway down. And I'm going to let this go here. Now, big design like this, instead of just rolling it down, I will take my squeegee and just work my way, just lightly to get it engaged. And then I'm going to do the reverse. I don't need the tape anymore because that has already been adhered to the other side, or to the actual pre-mask. Then we're going to peel this one off. This is just paper backing. Something else to consider, unlike heat transfer vinyl, this is actually paper. It's like a waxed type of paper. So when you're cutting, getting your cutting depth on this one, you want to make sure that you get it pretty accurate. You got some forgiveness with HTV. If you cut a little too deep, it's not going to be the end of the world in most cases. But with this, you could actually delaminate the paper. And when you're cutting too deep, you're actually going to cut into that paper, and then some of the paper will come up as you're trying to lift it up. And there you go. Now, in a lot of cases, squeegee is important. I mentioned that was a big deal. Have the squeegee available. I'm going to flip this around so you'll actually see what I'm doing. But I'm just going to put the team letter on the front, the initial. In this case, a B that kind of looks like it might be ripping off the Boston Red Sox logo. It just happens to be a Tiffany font. And I'm going to center it as much as possible. I apologize if this isn't perfect camera work, but I do need to be able to see it. So we'll center it. And here, instead of a squeegee, your thumbs are your best friend. Up there. So once that's applied, you just peel that off. Again, thumbs are my friend. That's it. So I get it rubbed on there. This will cure and it will harden. Even with you using like a removable sign vinyl, they say you can reposition it, not it's removable to a degree. Eventually, after a certain period of time, that adhesive will harden and become even more permanent. So there you go. The back of the helmet has been decorated with personalized with number 22, and of course the front with the team logo as well. I already got a pre-cut and pre-weeded and masked design, because you don't need to watch that part. You just want to see the fun. And just really clever sayings make this stuff, especially if you're talking about retail and gift type of things. Do your best to center it, make it even, rub it on. Maybe overdoing it here, but I have some pretty fine detail here. If I really feel like I need to put some pressure on it, then I'll throw a squeegee on top of it once I've got it engaged. Again, the trick is to pull more horizontally than up. No coffee, no worky. I'm pretending this is a car window and we're just doing the STV. Again, you sell these to your customers, they can apply it themselves. They don't need any special tools. That squeegee could easily be a credit card or a hotel room key, as I've used at trade shows. So we'll just lay that bad boy on there. Quick squeegee. Goes off. Now remember, this is, again, the outdoors on this is designed to last 5 years. So it's, and we don't want it to last any longer than that because we'd like to make them another one. So you literally could sell that to your customer, this car decal logo that they can put on the back on their car, on the side window, etc. I appreciate your time. We will talk to you again.